Welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. So as usual, I will pick three crystals from my crystal bag for each zodiac sign. I'll throw them into a circle of houses, and then I'll interpret the crystals, the colors and the houses and anything else that wants to come up for your particular sign. I'll also take a bead from my bead bag for an extra influence of color, just to throw that in as an influence for your month ahead. Then we'll select a card from the Voyager deck, and these cards are collages of different images. So what I'll ask you to do is to take a look at that card and see which image most attracts you, and then ask you to intuit what that image means for you, so it's something a little bit more personal. So before we get started, remember to subscribe to my love letter. Grab your free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. Then you can find out your true colors. And of course, you can find lots of jewelry and crystals in my store.sealedwithlove.com. This necklace is one of them. And this bracelet that's actually a mala necklace is in there too. These are the third eye, so they're chakra pieces. So let me just share with you a little about what's going on in the heavens this month. Just a little bit. There's a lot happening, and I've written an article on my blog, so you can check that out at Astrocolor March 2015. So that's bit.ly Astrocolor March 2015. So we have the end of a cycle this month, which is Uranus-Pluto square. Uranus in Aries and Pluto in Capricorn, and it's been years that this cycle has been going on. They've been connecting together, and they've connected 7 times together. This is the 7th time. It's the finish of it. So Uranus and Pluto are the planets of transformation and awakening. So I look at these from the color perspective. So I think of Uranus as turquoise and Pluto as violet, and it's a square aspect. And you know, squares they can be at loggerheads, so it's almost like it's trying to put you in a box, but you don't want to be in a box, not in this particular aspect. And squares to me can often be a red energy. So we have turquoise, red and violet. Violet is that transformation, it's change. It's also bruising as well. So it says that you've been through a lot of change, a lot of things have manifested in your life, and not all of them good. That's the bruising energy. So with Uranus, with the turquoise, that's communication, it's creativity. It's a new energy that comes between the heart and the throat. The heart is green, the throat is blue. Those two colors together make turquoise. So then it's opening something new up in your heart. So that transformation in the Pluto and the opening something new up in the Uranus with square and red, it's like, it's been a difficult time. But the red energy is awakening. It's the root chakra. So now, because it's the last time these aspects are coming together so closely, now it's time to shoot off into the atmosphere, into your life. Something wonderful is going to happen, and it's happening on the 16th of March. It's not going to be the same for everybody, but there's a sense of a new door opening up, and it's time to walk through that new door. And you can let go of those bruises from your past. You can wake up with that Uranus energy, and you can move into something much more spiritual, much more connected with your soul purpose with that Pluto energy as well. There's so much happening in the heavens this month, so that's why I chose to write a blog about it. So remember to go to my blog, check out that article at bit.ly/Astrocolor March 2015. Okay, so let's get started on your star sign with your crystals. Okay, Leo, so in your 2nd house, we have this nice big piece of yellow obsidian. Now, obsidian is very much about protection. Yellow is about letting down your boundaries. So a little bit of this is conflicting. It's in your second house, which is about personal possessions, but it's also about what you've been holding on to as well. So it could be that you've been holding on to your barriers, holding on to your protective screen, and not letting people really see who you are. So with this yellow, it's asking you to let go of your fear. So this is a month of releasing your fear, letting your boundaries down, and allowing yourself to be seen. But it's also about letting go of something that, it's not that it's bad for you, it's just that maybe it doesn't define who you are anymore. And what's interesting is, because this is in the second house, it's about money. So it could be that it's time to start donating to charity, or it's time to start putting some money aside for a rainy day, whereas you may have been fearful and you may have been trying to hold on to money and spend your money maybe frugally, but you're spending it all each month, and there's a fear that's there that you haven't got enough. So with this particular stone, it's saying put some away, or if you've got lots of money, to give some away to other people, and don't be fearful around that cash, because you know, yellow, when you let those boundaries down, the yellow will allow that same energy to come back to you. So put good out so that good can come back in. That's what I feel this means for you. Then we have orange calcite, the orange aventurine that went into your third house, and your third house is about communication. It's about pattern breaking as well. So with orange aventurine, it's the heart energy with this particular one. It's about dealing with issues of self-worth. So it's letting those patterns go again. So when we get the yellow and this kind of gold and orange together at the same time, there is a sense of, you know, this is like the sacral center and the solar plexus. So there is a sense of you trying to release something that you've been immature about, and trying to come into this place of maturity. So you're trying to grow up and release these patterns. So with this, it's very gentle. There's a gentleness that's about this. There's nothing kind of harsh with it. It's just asking you to let your boundaries go, let your barriers go, let yourself come into this new place of being, help you to heal that self-worth, and to persevere with it. This is not going to be where the rug is going to be pulled out from underneath you. It's asking you to persevere, and that's what the orange aventurine asks you to do, is to be persevere. What is that word? To persevere. Let's just stick with that word, right? So I see this orange, it can be very emotional. And in your third house is about communication. So what you might find yourself doing, because you're letting down those barriers and boundaries, is that you might find that emotions are coming to the surface and that you're a little bit hot-headed this month. So you're much more emotional, you're allowing that emotion to come to the surface. So you could be in tears and having tantrums more than you would do normally, but that's good. You know, it might not be good for the people around you, but it's good because there's a sense of you freeing something, freeing a pattern, freeing that self-worth, freeing something that has been stuck and in the way of your success. The final stone that came up is snowy quartz, and the snowy quartz went into your 6th house. The 6th house is about health, and it's about your job. It's a house of Virgo, so it's also about nutrition as well, and healthy living, and the land, and living from the land. So this is also a gentle energy. So it's actually found in gold mines with gold. So it's a stone of luck and prosperity. So I feel with this that you're coming into this place of being more in touch with yourself, feeling healthier, being kinder to yourself, more gentle to yourself. This is a very gentle stone. Letting down those boundaries, healing something which no longer works for you, and then coming to this place where you are much more abundant as well. Now, this is in your 6th house of work, so it's saying that there could possibly be a new job that's coming up for you if you've been looking for a job. This links with the moon, so it could be around the full moon on the 5th or the new moon on the 20th when there's a job opportunity that's coming up for you. There's travel that comes up with this particular stone as well. So in the 6th house, it can link to that career. So there's travel around your career. I also feel with this and with the other stones that there's a new confidence that's coming in. So when these all come together, the yellows, the oranges and the whites, they're saying that confidence is coming. So you are more confident in who you are. So you can go for that job or career or project or relationship that maybe you thought you were not worthy of before. And now this stone is saying you are worthy. What's also coming to me is new relationship energy as well with this particular white stone. That you may not be able to see a relationship for what it truly is, but there's a relationship that's coming in, and it's someone that's going to give you... It's going to give you a leg up in some way. You just can't see it right from the very beginning of that relationship. But there's going to be an opportunistic relationship that's coming this month for you. I like that word, opportunistic. Oh, thank goodness the guides help me with words, right? So let's see what comes for you. Yes. There we go. There's that opportunistic relationship. So take a look at this card, see what you are most attracted to at this moment, then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? So when I look at this card, obviously I see all those yellow roses that are coming in there. But I also see there's new growth at the back. So right at the back there's sort of the yellow roses, then right at the back it's almost like buds that haven't quite blossomed yet. So the 2 of Cups, equilibrium, there is a sense of that, of relationship, of somebody coming into your life. They will bring this blossoming energy. You can see it right from the start, but there's also a sense of new growth that's going to happen, and it hasn't happened yet within that relationship. The bead that came up for you is an amethyst. It's violet. And, you know, with amethyst stone, it can be about raising you higher to the heavens, to a new sense of consciousness. But I feel with this, that because I've left it to the end with this card, that it's about this relationship. It's going to be a karmic relationship, somebody who owes you something or you owe them. That's that kind of karma. And there is a sense of a partnership, a deep partnership that's coming in with this particular amethyst. Yeah. It feels good, but it also feels like, you know, with amethyst sometimes it can be bruising as well. So it's going to be a relationship that's going to bring some passion and emotion up for you, and it's because you're letting go of these barriers that this person can come in. Okay, that's it for this month's Astrocolorscope. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do please share it with your friends. Leave me a comment below if the messages resonated or if anything else came up for you. Remember to check my store for the goodies, store.sealedwithlove.com. Also, grab your free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. And remember that I will be sharing more about the month's astrological influences on my website, on my blog, and that's at bit.ly/astrocolormarch 2015. Lots of coloricious blessings. See you next month. Bye.